The Monkey is a good old-fashioned Stephen King horror comedy. I have to say, I am really pleased to be in a film that is this goofy and almost Final Destination-esque in a year that we're going to get Final Destination Bloodlines. And yet does deal with some quite difficult subject matter about grief and the inevitability of death. But I have to say, I was left thinking about it, whilst thinking it was quite a funny film in certain parts, thinking it did have some pretty good setups for the death sequences. It's not a scary horror, it's definitely a gore, bloody horror. But for that being said, it definitely had some interesting ideas to it. I mean, Theo James is really good in his dual roles as the twin brothers, and the actor who plays the younger version of him, I'd say, is also really good. The fact that it captures this, again, that there is this sort of Stranger Things, Stephen King kind of nebulous time period where, you know, this is set across decades and yet feels like it exists in this timeless period that's sort of 80s and yet not 80s. I don't know, it extremely speaks to an era of horror that where that kind of story was at its best. And yeah, it is trying to go for that real black comedy, laughs with a plate of blood on the side type effect, and I have to say it works really well. You know, it is quite funny, and yeah, I was amused by it, I was intrigued by it, and it does have a couple of sequences where you go, are you trying to say more? Is there an interpretation to this that's just that little bit deeper? Something under the skin maybe that's hinting towards slightly richer themes, maybe? But you can just enjoy it as a traditional popcorn horror as well. So, to its credit, I had loads of fun.